Hey, what's up guys? Today I want to show you 3 different ways to play a G major scale, 2 of which I think are not quite as efficient as the third, and then when we get to that third way, I'm going to unpack it and kind of explain why I think it's the better way to play. All that coming up right after this. All right, so the first way that I want to show you is probably the most beginner-friendly way to do this. And we'll start here on the 3rd fret on the low E. And I'm just going to go through these really quick. Like I said, the last one I think is the most efficient way, so I don't want to spend too much time on these other ones here. But this is probably the most beginner-friendly way to play this. So we've got right here, starting on 3. Okay, and so the problem that I have with that one is that it's not movable. And what I mean by that is, for example, let's take this G major chord here. Now this note right here, this 3rd fret on the low E string is a G note. So it makes sense that if we wanted like an A major chord, if we just moved this up here to A and played it, that we would have an A major chord, right? Ew, that is not an A major chord. So that chord is not movable, and just like that chord, the scale is not movable. We cannot just take this scale and move it up here and do this. It's just not an A major scale, okay? And so that's the problem that I have with that one. You have to learn a completely different scale pattern to learn any other scale, okay? So moving on to the next one. This one's a little bit better. Okay, so at least that one is movable, and it's kind of a step up from the other one, but it's not quite as easy as the other one. It's getting a little bit harder as we go, but that one's at least movable, and you don't have to learn a bunch of different like scale patterns. You just have to know the one pattern and your starting note. Okay, so that's at least a little bit better. So moving on to the next one, it's a little bit harder, but I think it is the most efficient way to play G major. Okay, and this one, I don't think it really has a name. When I was learning guitar, my teacher called it the shred style. And that's not to say that you have to shred with it. It's just set up to be shreddable. So what that means is that you can just play super fast on it. But the way that you play it is just like this. We got starting on 3 again. That's our G note. We've got 3, 5, 7. Then 3, 5, 7. Then 4, 5, 7, 4, 5, 7, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8. So notice how there are 3 different patterns in that scale. We have the 3, 5, 7 pattern on the first 2 strings. Then we have a 4, 5, 7 pattern on the middle 2 strings. Then we have a 5, 7, 8 on the last 2 strings. So right off the bat, it's pretty easy to memorize. So that's one good thing. Another good thing is it is movable. If we take that up 2 frets, we have an A scale. If we move it down to the 2nd fret, we have an F sharp major scale. We have a B flat major scale if we move it up to 6. Okay, so that takes care of the big issue that I had with the first one. All right, and so one of the big reasons why this scale is harder than the other ones is because it has such a big stretch to it. I don't know if you noticed that, but it does have a really big stretch on those first 2 strings. And let's take a look again. We've got this 3, 5, 7 stretch on the low E string and the A string. Now, most people want to hit this stretch starting from the first one, moving up to the next one, and then moving up to the next one, which seems like a good idea, right? But watch this. We've got first one, moving up to the next one, and then if I'm trying to hit it like that, I really can't even make that stretch myself. So the way that you want to do it is you want to start right here in the middle, okay? And we'll use our middle finger on that 5th fret, and then you want to cram the rest of your fingers in right next to it. And if you see like kind of the top angle of that, my thumb is directly behind where my middle finger is, kind of about halfway down the neck, okay? The back of the neck. Next, what you want to do is you want to bring your pointer finger down to 3 and your pinky up to 7. So instead of going note to note to note, you're starting in the middle and spreading out like that. Okay? The other reason that makes this version harder is because of the picking pattern that you should use on it. So we've got a 3-note per string picking pattern, and that's helpful to know because if you're doing alternate picking, which is like down, up, down, if you have 2 notes, or I guess like an even amount of notes, like 2 or 4 or 6, you know, whatever, per string, you're gonna run into an issue when you're alternate picking, right? So you've got like, you know, let's say you're going down pick and then up pick. And if you end on an up pick and you have to go down to the next string, you have to like overshoot your string, right, to get to the next one. But with 3 notes per string, you can just flow straight through it. So you've got like a down, up, down. So there's our 3, down, up, down, and then you can flow straight into your next one. So down, up, down, down, up, down, down, like that. So you can go down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, like that. So you kind of like flow through it. So like down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. And so you're, you know, it's kind of like flowing straight through. I don't know how else to say that. You kind of just like go straight through it. So you've got down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, like that. And with some practice, you can really get faster. And that's pretty much it. It'll take some time to get up to speed, but once you learn that pattern and you learn all the notes on your low E string, you pretty much know every major scale, which is pretty cool, I think. I like making things as efficient and easy as possible. So I feel like this is a really good one for that. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know which version you think is best. Do you think it's better to spend a little bit extra time and effort learning the last version so that you can move it around and ultimately get faster at playing it? Or do you think it's better to learn the easy one and just learn a bunch of different patterns for each different major scale? Anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.